Our women's doubles gold medal match. Some familiar faces making their way into championship Sunday. The 5 seed Amanda Hendry and Simone Jardim taking on the 2 seed of Emily Cederquist and Yana Newell. Welcome into the booth here on Championship Court alongside Next Gen National Team head coach Chad Edwards and pro pickleball coach Dominic Catalano. I'm Dorian Kraft. Both of these pairs of women are accustomed to winning gold medals. Simone Jardim Amanda Hendry doing it last year in Newport Beach. Emily Cederquist Yana Newell doing it in Newport Beach as well. So a couple of pairs that are very comfortable out there on the court.
Yeah, 100%. And you have Simone Jardim and Amanda Hendry, who came out this weekend with a mission. Simone has not played in a little while. She's back. She comes out with a vengeance and is playing incredibly well this weekend. And when you pair her with Amanda Hendry, very fast, moves well, and we talk about her being a national champion goalie from North Carolina. You'll hear us mention that many times because of the defense she plays. Nothing gets by her. She gets everything back. And then next to her with Simone Jardim and the put-away power, the veteran next to her. It's just the experience and the young coming together, and it's pushed them forward here to the gold medal match.
Yeah, and for Newell and Cederquist, they're a very explosive team. Watch for Yana Newell to drive and crash behind. We saw that a lot yesterday, and that was really put them through. Cederquist, don't test her hand. She can slide to the left. She can slide to the right. She's going to counter. But where we have seen a little bit of issues from Newell and Cederquist is that ball through the middle. They need to communicate, make sure they cover. Jardim and Hendry are going to look to try and expose that. But if Newell can step forward and be aggressive and Cederquist can set her up, they're going to be very difficult to beat and stand a very good chance of taking another gold medal here.
A warm and breezy day in Fort Lauderdale, but still a perfect setting for pickleball. 84 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but low humidity. And we have got women's doubles gold medal action coming up at the APP Fort Lauderdale Open.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
Looking for ways to keep active and mobile?
We are handing out some hardware on Championship Sunday. Women's doubles gold medal match. Sped up by Newell, finished by Hendry for the point.
An excellent counter there from Hendry.
It sails long, and game number 1 goes to Jardim and Hendry.
And Newell now
going right after Hendry.
And Newell's now coming out and putting some pressure on. She's adding a little bit of pace. She's being more aggressive.
Oh, what a counter from Valdez. How did she find that spot?
Just dots the line right there.
We're going 3. Jardim misses the forehand. We are level at 1 game apiece. Right through the middle. Hendry rolls the winner. Hendry and Jardim have a championship point.
Oh, it was the change-up.
Jardim and Hendry are Newport's Golden Girls. Up to the crowd here in Fort Lauderdale, making her return. This is her first tournament since that gold medal in Newport Beach in October. She won that, as you just saw, alongside Amanda Hendry.
There she is. That was during the timeout.
Got the moves on and off the court, does Simone Jardim. As we are underway, Jardim Hendry in the white and blue, Cederquist and Newell in the purple and black.
Yeah, that's what you can't do right there, is leave a ball elevated to Cederquist as she's coming forward. Good job stepping up, getting on top of that, going right in the body of Jardim.
Hendry putting the forehand into the net, so 2 quick points for the 2 seeds.
Key for Jardim and Hendry, once they get to the kitchen line, they need to go sideline to sideline to Newell and Cederquist. We talked about that in the semifinal the other day.
Newell with...
Stayed outside the court for the put away.
Newell with the Ernie. Rare.
An impressive footwork, too, here on the put away. To stay out of the kitchen here.
Good pick. Cederquist into the tape, but that's the type of point you should expect between these 2 pairs.
Just teeing off on each other right here.
Firefight. Going at it. Nobody backing down.
Cederquist slaps it away.
That's just good footwork there from Emily Cederquist. She moves her body, she shifts, and tells Newell, I got this, my forehand.
Nearly got there, did Hendry.
This is why we love women's doubles so much. There's just so much action in women's doubles constantly.
We're coming up a little bit short on the 5th.
Both Hendry and Jardim both going for that middle ball. Just a little too high on the drive there by Cederquist.
Cederquist trying to cut it back around the post. It was ambitious.
Well, there wasn't much option other than trying to go there. Jardim cut that dink very, very sharp and kind of slid through the court. It was past Cederquist.
She really just got on top. She dipped that shoulder, got on top of it.
Newell finds a spot to force the side out. Just a little big there from Newell.
Well, Newell doing the same thing. You see that right shoulder dip down to the court. Especially on that 2-hand backhand, the ball is going to follow where that right shoulder goes. Good leave.
Leave through the middle. It's a 4-0 lead. Cederquist and Newell were tested a bit in their round of 16 matchup. They were pushed to 3 games by Christine Maddox and Ariel Butler. Good spot from Hendry.
What a read from Hendry. She saw Newell going for the Ernie, and she just hit to the vacated spot. She didn't hit that through the middle. She hit to where Newell should have been standing, and that's wide open.
Hendry and Jardim, one of the few pairs on both the men's and women's side that did not drop a game going through bracket play in tough conditions this week in Fort Lauderdale, as they're on the board off the edge guard.
Yeah, nice counter there from Hendry. She stays short with the backswing, gets on top, finishes down hard on that.
Dorian, that's as impressive as anything in these conditions, not dropping a game.
Well, they tried to drop a game in their quarterfinal. They're up 8-0.
Tried.
And it came back to 9-8 down.
Jardim coming up a little short.
A good touch there from Yana Newell. She drops that in the kitchen. 1-4-2. Jardim was all the way back behind the baseline.
Just constant pressure from Cederquist and Newell.
Well, it was a mishit in the middle there from Hendry. And Newell and Cederquist just took full advantage of it, flipped the script, got back on offense themselves.
Cederquist pulls it just a little wide.
If there's one spot on the court for Cederquist and Newell that you can possibly get some mistakes from, it's the backhand of Yana Newell. You could get some pop-ups if her feet aren't set. Jardim got one right there.
Tremendous counters, but Cederquist couldn't find the court.
Yeah, 2 in a row there for Cederquist, pulling it wide. This one, it's tight to the hip there, and that right hand takes over and pulls the paddle across the body.
1-4-1.
Just a little unsteady with the paddle was Newell.
Well,
but it's more footwork.
Yeah, it was right into the hip, and Newell didn't clear herself.
Just missed.
See Hendry looking at Jardim going, my bad. She taps her chest. She played an out ball in the middle of all that.
Amanda Hendry a little more prone to playing out balls, has that tendency to want to stop everything and go for everything from that background as she misses the drive there as a field hockey goalie. Good combination for the point.
Yeah, a much better job there from Cederquist with the two-handed. Gave herself a little bit more separation. Got on top, but it was also set up well by a good drive. I mean, a good drop that put pressure on Hendry. Ooh, that was out.
She got huge on that two-hander right there.
Cederquist did not get cheated.
No, she did not, but she also went 5 feet long.
Only ball short. 5-2-2.
Brett Hutless, your USA Pickleball certified referee, on the call.
The reset by Cederquist in the middle of that point was so good.
Yeah, and just again, you're seeing Yana Newell right there on that point. She moves her feet. She really opens up to the forehand, is able to get on top of a ball.
Sneaks her in. Jardim goes back to try and hit the overhead. Hendry beat her to it.
He is a smart move from Jardim because of the angle of that ball. The ball was almost going into Hendry. They're both on it.
Hendry and Jardim get back on serve, trailing by 4. A missed drive from Jardim.
Yeah, just rushed it a little too much. He got tied it to the body.
2-6-2.
Right through the middle.
Lefty.
Lefty, and she kept the paddle well out in front. Didn't have to take a big swing at all. Just used all the power coming from Newell.
Too long on the attack by Jardim, side out.
It didn't miss by much right there. And that's something Jarjing's so good at. She gets on that front foot and can keep that two-handed backhand in. That one just sailed a little long.
Pressure on pressure on pressure from Cederquist Newell.
Well, and that's what we saw from Cederquist Newell yesterday. Any opportunity, especially with the wind, where they could really put a little bit more pace behind that ball, they were taking it.
7-2-1. Kick off. 7-3-1.
Well, we've seen it all weekend. The teams that can hit through the wind, like we saw yesterday, Dong and Hairboth, like two guys coming in the 20-something seed, you know, knocking off top seeds, but they were hitting through the wind. They were taking the wind out of it.
Jardim not able to come up with the net crawler. For younger players who might be watching, what is the key to hitting through the wind?
Taking the ball early, taking it on the rise, trying to give a little bit more extension through the ball.
A couple of Kansas City Chiefs making their appearance in Fort Lauderdale. Former wide receiver Garrick Dieter and Noah Gray showing up in the 4-0 men's amateur doubles and showing off the skills as well.
I mean, it's great. And like, the beautiful thing is you play so many different play styles and ages, and it's just a lot of fun to kind of get out here and kind of learn the game as it goes. I thought it would be a lot easier. I mean, when you start playing people that are 4-5, 5-0 plus, you really got to be locked in. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day on the court for you. So just try to lock it in as best I can, and whatever happens, happens.
We've seen Garrick Dieter a couple of times at several different tournaments.
Yeah, he was in New York a couple of years ago, played with Matt Holliday, and then played yesterday, and now played mixed and took a silver medal this weekend, too. So he did medal, just not in doubles.
Emily Cederquist and Yana Newell leading 8-3 in game number 1 of our women's doubles gold medal match over Amanda Hendry and Simone Jardim. Both pairs of women won golds last year in Newport Beach. Cederquist and Newell in July, Jardim and Hendry in October. Just long on the forehand roll. There was a ball in the middle of that point, very close on the sideline.
Yeah, it was the defense there for Newell and Cederquist that kept them in that point. Hendry and Jardim just not able to apply enough pressure into the wind. Well, that ball's out.
Newell with the easy put away off of the pop-up, and it brings up game point.
Yeah, it's again these speed ups from Newell and Cederquist. They're just being aggressive. They're taking the wind out of it. They're taking every other factor that's around here out of it and putting it in their own hands.
able to make the backhand dink side out as Hendry and Jardim find themselves trailing by 7.
3-10-1.
Yana Newell, one of the best overheads in the game. That was one of the easiest ones she'll ever hit.
Yeah. The shorter of stature that you have to worry about. We're going to see another one in mixed doubles, too.
Bobby Oshiro is who Dom is referencing. Both diminutive in stature, but not lacking in any power. Oh. There. What a fantastic point.
Cederquist took a ball almost off her face. She hit a let cord. She had some incredible gets in the middle of that point, and then they come out on top. Wow.
Game point number 2. Oh, that's dirty from Jardim.
Well, we've seen quite a few absorption volleys over the weekend, or over the week here, trying to use that win. Jardim doesn't absorb by giving with it. She slides the paddle through.
Hendry and Jardim call it wide on the court, side out.
Why not challenge it if you thought it was in, but they must not think it was that in.
Newell and Cederquist elect not to challenge, so 3 game points saved by Jardim and Hendry.
There's that front foot right at the body of Cederquist. She can't even get out of the way.
Well, and this time, Jardim gets it a little bit further out in front. The previous one she tried to do was too tight to the body, right in between the feet.
Good job by Cederquist to hang with that off of the tape.
Let's try it again. Now, this one was just a little too low. Clips the tape, up for Cederquist. That's an easy put away.
A missed return. Lead down to 5.
It's wide.
Oh, don't give them any breathing room here, and that's exactly what they're feeling.
A timeout taken by Cederquist and Newell as their lead has been trimmed to 4 here in our first game of our women's doubles gold medal match. Cederquist and Newell had 3 opportunities to close out game number 1. Could not do it. And now Hendry and Jardim putting together a little run of their own. 3 consecutive points to get back within 4. What have you liked about the way that they've chipped away, that is, Jardim and Hendry chipped away at this lead?
Well, they haven't really done anything out of the ordinary. They've just let it come natural. They're still playing points the way that they want to play points. They haven't forced anything. So naturally, they've gotten back into this by playing some elongated points and getting some good opportunities. That's the last thing they need to do is stress and put anything, you know, and change any of the game plan and get anything out of the ordinary.
Six and 2.
Hendry overshoots the mark.
She just got too big right there. Really tried to do too much instead of keeping the paddle out front. Just roll it down to the feet.
A good timeout for Cederquist Newell. Another missed opportunity. I mean, game point number 5. Finally, Cederquist Newell able to close the door. 11-6 in game number 1. They are 1 game away from taking home the gold medal.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
Looking for ways to keep active and mobile? Try Penetrex. Penetrex is different than other products with no greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odors. Made with unique ingredients, it's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Penetrex, the #1 online rated joint and muscle cream.
Emily Cederquist and Yana Newell taking game 1, 11-6 over Amanda Hendry and Simone Jardim.
Well, it was a combination of defense and their ability to insert power that got Newell and Cederquist the lead and then ultimately close it out in game 1. Jardim and Hendry tried everything, but just too strong from Newell and Cederquist with the win behind them. We'll see if they can continue it here in the end change. Now they're going into the win.
Cederquist and Newell looking to capture another gold medal as a partnership. They did so at the OWL APP Newport Beach Open in July of 2024. Cederquist, the 6th ranked women's doubles player. Yana Newell, the 3rd ranked women's doubles player. They have medaled 3 times as a pair. Better point construction for Hendry and Jardim.
That's a good start right there on the end change and into game 2. And a positive note right there for Amanda Hendry after she made the last unforced error.
Oh, pop-up makes for the easy put away.
Good finish there from Newell. Good touch on the absorption volley as well. Got Hendry on the run.
0-1-1.
This is where going into the end change now, the ball is going to get on Newell and Cederquist a lot quicker. Throw off their timing.
Newell right into the body of Hendry. And when the ball's getting on you faster, what's the most important thing for you to do?
Shorten up the backswing and move your feet.
Get your hands up, too.
Oh, and that one, yeah, when you're being attacked. Right. Absolutely.
Like, get those hands up. Maybe they'll hit your paddle.
driving Hendry back.
That 1-2 combo is nasty right there. She goes backhand flick hard to the setup forehand put away.
Jardim reaching in but catches the tape.
It's been a couple of forehands there for Jardim, putting it into the top of the net. The chest goes down, takes the paddle with it.
Cederquist tried to undercut it too much, side out. And going back to your comment from a moment ago, the conditions here in Fort Lauderdale, I feel like have brought the conversation about footwork to the forefront more than we've ever discussed before. If that gets past Hendry.
Yeah, I mean, footwork is always important, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is that it becomes even more important in the wind because you really have to move to the ball. It's either getting on you, you got to move your feet back, you got to move your feet forward if the ball's moving away from you. So it becomes even that much more important.
Cederquist just lighting up Hendry on that right side.
Yeah, another ball right there from Jardim, just floating a little too much, trying to cut it. Paddle face just a little too open. Cederquist taking full advantage.
3-1-1.
Oh, crawled
Double
along
bounce.
the net.
Cederquist is clean right now. Like every ball she's hitting, she's striking well. It's clean. She's hitting where she wants. Her dinks are just over the net.
That's on you,
Second serve.
That ball just got into Cederquist's body.
One of the few miscues Emily Cederquist has made in the match.
Oh, just swirling up there.
Oh, they were in scramble mode, and Cederquist once more from the crowd.
It's just amazing right there. Again, they get back behind the baseline. Then they just start ripping, right? Just to get back in this, let's rip a couple. And we'll try and drop one in, and they force the error.
It worked a 6-1 lead here in game number 2 after Yana Newell and Emily Cederquist took game 1 11-6.
Oh, it's 5-1.
That exchange makes it a 5-point lead.
Hot right now.
Timeout taken on the court by Simone Jardim and Amanda Hendry.
Emily Cederquist Yana Newell pouring it on here early in game 2, trying to.
Not sure how to find your UTR pickleball rating? Let us tell you how. First, go to utrsports.net and select Join. After entering your email, password, and information about yourself, you will be asked your preference of pickleball or tennis content, or both. Next, you will be asked a few questions about your pickleball experience, the amount you play, your experience level, and your USA Pickleball rating to determine an estimated UTRP rating. You will then be given an estimated UTRP pickleball rating, and that is only the beginning. Find and play both recreationally and competitively near you. Sign up today at utrsports.net. Full house here on Championship Court for our women's doubles gold medal match between Emily Cederquist and Yana Newell and Amanda Hendry and Simone Jardim. Cederquist and Newell taking game 1 11-6, holding on to a 6-1 lead in game number 2. What's the most important adjustment that Hendry and Jardim need to make here?
Well, right now, Jardim is trying to cut everything, and the paddle face is just a little too high, too open, so it's popping everything up, and then it's putting some pressure on Hendry as well, and she's trying to get a little bit bigger and counteract it.
Got some help there on the error to force the side out.
1-6-1.
And too much off the paddle for Hendry.
But again, too big.
Right, big backswing right there. And again, that ball goes long. And in the wind, stay short, stay sweet, stay compact.
Time a little too soft, and that feels like a direct result of the shot before.
Well, yeah, pulling off it, right? She doesn't stay through it. Again, it's footwork, technique. We've talked about footwork a bunch this weekend, technique as well.
6-1-2. Recall. 6-1-1.
Just a drive with a ton of dip from Yana Newell.
Almost didn't think it was going over.
No.
And then it goes over, and like you said, Dorian, so much dip.
Cederquist undercut it a little too much. Second serve on the way.
7-1-2.
Same
A
thing.
couple of backhand errors from Cederquist creeping in.
Well, she's trying to accelerate through it, but you have the issue of if you accelerate quickly, paddle face is open, it's going to slide through. You try to close off a little bit, and it pops up.
Oh, 3 errors in a row here for Cederquist.
As a player, when you make a handful of errors back to back to back, how do you reel it back in?
Timeout or
Go back to
let it go.
basics.
And
Now an error from Newell.
call it right now. Like, it's 4 errors in a row from your team. You got a 4-point lead. You got 2 timeouts. Use them. Slow down.
Too much off the counter. How about Hendry, though?
There was an absolute, yes, Hendry puts that ball in and starts that. There was an absolute clinic of not rushing to the kitchen line by Simone Jardim. She hit about 5 balls from transition and didn't get forced up, and then just absolutely puts on an absolute clinic moving through transition.
Hendry and Jardim getting back into game number 2 with rallies like this. Our Gamma Live to Play rally of the match.
2. Let's count them. 3. No rush. No rush. Now no rush again. One more. Now we'll get this one out of the air. Now we'll set it up. Hendry and long. Perfect. That is patience at its finest from Simone Jardim.
Cederquist and Newell looked in control in game number 1. They led 7-1, but it's been a 3-point run for Hendry and Jardim to trim the deficit to 3. Still on first serve.
Brett Hutlis is having a little bit of a rough time calling the score right now.
Cederquist again sends it long. What are Jardim and Hendry doing that's bothering them so much all of a sudden?
Basics.
Yeah, I mean, Jardim is going back to being patient. You see her cutting balls out of the air, just a quick flick, gets it elevated. It's tough for Cederquist to get on top of, and she takes a full swing. It's going to stay out. There's another one.
They've gone back to old school pickleball, have Jardim and Hendry, and saying, we're slowing everything down. We're going to force you to try something. Cederquist and Newell they've gone along.
Eight consecutive errors, and it's 7-all.
This is what you call snowball effect. And it is just rolling down the hill fast.
Finally, Cederquist finds the middle of the court. Second server.
That was very close to being out. And it was almost Hendry and Jardim throwing the ball up going, go ahead, hit it out. Here.
Oh, there's some miscommunication there in the middle. It's almost like neither Newell or Cederquist wanted to hit either of those balls right there.
I don't want it. You want it? No.
Hendry not able to make the dig, but she and Jardim flip the script. They lead 8-7. Just in the corner. And if you want a way to find that confidence, again, a point like that will do it.
And that barely stayed in, too, though. That's the issue, is they're still flirting with it. They're still not dialed in like they were. But, again, that's an answer, Dorian. Like you said, you have to answer back. They do.
Newell getting all over it. That's the Yana Newell that we saw in game one.
Yeah, Jardim just lunged at that fourth shot, floated it up high for Newell.
91.
Newell not able to make the shovel.
Well, a little slower pace there from Jardim. She went harder on the ball before. Newell just shoveled it out easily. And then this time, Jardim taking the pace off Newell, way ahead of it.
Newell stepping over to create, and it brings up championship point.
Well, that was on a mission right there, Yana Newell. She knew she was crashing off of her third shot drive.
Missed drive by Cederquist. Hendry and Jardim still alive.
Hendry lunging into that one. The paddle back behind her. Contact back behind the body.
Just wide. It's a point for Jardim and Hendry. Cederquist and Newell will choose to challenge here.
Again, at this point, you have no problem with it. Free timeout. Might as well challenge it.
It was a line call, rally ending shot, so it is able to be challenged. First challenge used by either team in this match. Unlimited successful challenges. You do have 3 unsuccessful challenges. And as you pointed out, at this point in the match, nothing to lose.
Tough to see.
Yeah, tough angle right there. Dorian?
I am never right, so I don't bother to weigh in.
Come on, take a guess, because then we'll just go opposite.
That's a safe way to play it. See, to me, this one actually looked out. So,
well, and that one's blocked.
Ooh. Just between the left leg of Jardim and the paddle, you get a glimpse of the ball.
Does it look like it's touching, maybe?
I don't know if I don't know if that's contact there or not.
Yeah,
but, I mean, if that's contact, then yeah, it looks like it's in. Because you go to the next frame and it. Who knows? I'm not a video referee. I don't want to be a video referee.
No, me either.
Number 2, the outpost stand, count lock, 2 talented, 3 talented.
The call on the court is upheld. It is 9-10-2.
Go ahead. 9-10-2.
Wide, it's 10 apiece.
Oh, boy.
Back to the hands battle right there. Good job by Hendry getting it out in front. That last ball there from Cederquist and Newell just a little deep.
10-2.
Newell able to push Hendry back for the side out.
I almost thought Cederquist should have backed off the first one and let Newell handle it, but she took it with the backhand, but then Newell's like, no, I'll take this one.
Oh, that was going out, and Jardim couldn't get out of the way.
She did.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it didn't hit her. Like a cat.
Looked like it got a paddle.
No protests from Newell or Cederquist, so we play on 10-10-2. Cederquist taking advantage of the open space.
Yeah, excellent ball movement there from Cederquist, taking the ball out of the air, aggressive with the forehand roll cross court.
Championship point. Once again, Cederquist and Newell are golden. They fight off a late push by Simone Jardim and Amanda Hendry to capture gold in the women's doubles here in Fort Lauderdale.
Amazing resilience from Hendry and Jardim. We salute them, but it is Emily Cederquist.
This is why we drink. We drink for tonight, finally in town on the same weekend. Inside jokes, the great outdoors, karaoke till dawn, another cold one and a second slice. We drink for tomorrow, for the 7 a.m. 5K and the tailgate that follows, for the personal best that's about to be bested. Kick flips and polar dips, drop shots, cheap shots, shoot your shot. We drink for the moment, shaky hands, steady beat, a blank canvas, trying to be something. Drink for yourself. No alcohol, no hangover, no empty calories, not a moment wasted. Partake brews the liquid. You bring the courage. Today is for the taking, and we make it happen.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients. and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
You're 0 for 15 against your daughter because of your toenail bruises and blisters. But she doesn't care because she's got the win. So what do? You get RTP socks with small grip pads inside and out. Your feet will be planted and pain-free. So the next time you can show her that her old man still got it. Nice shot.
And that would be a W for me.
Shouldn't have told you about those socks.
Yeah, that's what you get for holding out on me.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Road to Pro, official sock of the APP Tour.
Your Zimmer Biomet recovery moment of the match. Yana Newell and Emily Cederquist. Hold on. A late charge from Simone Jardim and Amanda Hendry. And they are golden here in Fort Lauderdale. They're joining Dorian Kraft courtside in our post-match interview.
Thanks, Chad. Emily, Yana, congratulations. Golden once again here on the APP Tour. Emily, I'll start with you. A lot of clean ball striking, especially there in game number 1. What do you attribute that to?
I think we knew we wanted to come out with a lot of energy. You know, there's a lot of people. We have our hub team, my family behind us. So we just knew we had a lot of support, and it just made us really excited to start this match.
Definitely a big contingent behind you guys. Yana, after your semifinal, you talked about the strategy going into this championship match. What was the key to you guys executing that?
Honestly, I think with these conditions, the key is just to have a good footwork, you know, staying on our toes, moving really well, and moving the ball around, and just making the balls in, because, you know, it's tough. The wind is swirly. It kind of takes it away from you on the other side, so you just got to move and move in these conditions.
I do want to say, if you couldn't tell, I almost lost it for us there in game 2. So that was all Yana in game 2. So I'm just thankful to have a good partner and a good friend on the court with me.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because they made that late push. But what gave you the confidence? Was it Yana playing next to you that allowed you to bring it back and take the gold?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, just our team behind us trying to keep me calm and rather not focus on what was going on, focus on just the points ahead, and honestly just tell Yana, like, do your thing. Like, you take all the balls. Like, don't let me hit a ball.
And I told Emily to be confident, because when she's playing loose and she's confident, she's amazing. So I just told her to do that.
Well, it paid off for you both. Emily Cederquist, Yana Newell, your gold medalist in women's doubles here in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, you heard it from Newell and Cederquist. The conditions here have been challenging all week. They moved their feet. They gave themselves the opportunity to pull it off, and they won their second gold here on the APP Tour. An impressive result. Power, finesse, and a whole lot of heart. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more action here at the APP Fort Lauderdale Open.